Hey, what is up, everybody? It is nowonshall coming back at you with another Star Trek Fleet Command video. Today, we're going to talk about the TOS officers, the original series officers, the ones that we have so far. We're going to go over them, and I want to review them from what I've learned so far from them, and then I want to hear what you guys have from them in the comments down below. Before you get into that, all that, don't forget to hit that like, that subscribe button, that bell notification down below. Remember, if you hit that see more button down below, you can join our Discord. Below that is a donation link. If you want to help, click that donation link, the tiny URL. If you want to become a member, it is right down there. Just hit the join button, become a member for the 2, 5, 10, or 20 bucks a month, and help out the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Before we get to that, let's talk about the story of, let's see if I can point out. You see up there, right here. Look at that. Look at that. For real, we need a instant repair confirmation button. I just did that today. So I was looking at this building right here. I was like, oh cool, I can upgrade it. It's gonna cost me 1.3 billion steel and 50 million trid. I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna hit the button. And instead of hitting the button, I was half asleep and I was laying on my bed and I clicked the instant. There went 180k latinum down the drain. I had a moment of just like, oh my, what did I just do right now? And I don't have the insta to get another pack right now. So I'm stuck with, thank God for the Devore refining. Thank freaking God. But anyways, let's get into the video. So let's go look at the TOS officers. Let's put them in a group, and they should be toward the bottom if I remember correctly. Maybe. There we go. So we have five new TOS officers. So we have Uhura, Sulu, McCoy, Kirk, and Spock. Let's start with Kirk, because he's become one of my all-time favorite on the Enterprise. And why has he become it? He's only a tier 1, no one, only level 5. He ain't level 50, bro. But this ability right here, when fighting a player at the start of each turn, as long as the ship has morale, Kirk increases the damage of every energy weapons by 50%. That doesn't seem like much, but it is. His secondary ability, 75% chance. He's more like a 60 to 50% chance, but here once you tier him up to tier 2, he starts to become an 80% chance on morale procking. Only caveat is if you get hit really hard and you're below 30%, he ain't gonna do anything. But he is wonderful, and I'll talk more about him in a minute. So let's go to Spock. So if we look at Spock, his captain ability, restores shields, equal to 100%, whatever his captain ability. I haven't really tested it out yet. We'll have to look at it more. He seems a little interesting, but it's another when defending. So he seems like more of a sitting at your base, setting up a trap, or sitting on a capture node for territory capture. But his secondary ability is what's more interesting. When fighting a player, as long as the ship has morale, TOS Spock decreases the crit chance damage by 50%. He is basically like a Saru. And the more he gets up there, he's gonna basically at max, he's gonna basically be able to get their crit damage to low. So if someone's running a crit build, oh my god, it's not gonna be worth it when he gets maxed. He's gonna hit it away like nah. So that's a good one. Let's get McCoy. McCoy's another interesting one for his captain ability. But like I said, it's gonna be use case scenario. Like capture nodes, defending, or defending your base, or setting a trap. Because his ability is more reminiscent to 5 of 10, but as a defender. So he mitigates. He's a good mitigation officer if you're defending something. I'm not really looked into this much. Increase attack defense. It's just a basic one. And then now let's go to Sulu. I wanted to call him Saru for some reason. Dyslexia. So his main ability is, it's cool, it gives you another chance to get morale. Even though you can't really buff it up unless you do synergy, then it becomes a little bit better, and he'd be a good second Enterprise captain, third Enterprise captain if you have one, a good morale captain in general. And we get to I'll Protect You is the one we want to look at. And so this one, the tooltip needs to be fixed. I already suggested it, but it says increase the crit chance by 8% every round. It's written wrong. It's for when morale is procced, you get an 8% more to your crit chance, not every round. So morale has to be in effect to make this work. he's going to be a good side officer if your con's busy and you want to run him on Explorer because he's Explorer based only. He's going to be one of those ones that when you get him up there, he's not going to be bad, but he's not going to be able to compete with con because his is cumulative, so he'll be able to get to his max crit chance way quicker than he ever will. He won't ever be able to get to it. I think somebody was quoting him, max crit chance you can get is 75% to 80%. So he won't ever get there, but he'll be a good secondary to con. Or if you want to, if you know the opponent's just doing a crit build and the ship's not going to last long, it's like a one hit quit ship, then he might be worth it. So he's another interesting one for 2 reasons: for the secondary ship, third morale ship, or whatever you want to run under him. And then Uhura, she's interesting. She's basically like Alexander Marcus if we look at it. But let's look at her main reason. Her main ability is when fighting players, as long as her ship has morale, Uhura decreases the opponent's critical chance by 10%. Meh. Synergy might help it out. We can go over that in a minute if we want. And this is the one I like. So as you see, mine's level 15. And when the ship has morale, it removes 12% of the shield mitigation. So less mitigation, more goes to the hull, which is a really good thing. She's going to be one of those more interesting officers because she's basically like an Alexander. The exact same setup, but she's player versus player, PvP one. So she's going to be one of those ones that are worth looking into and investing into, in my opinion. But now let's grab my Enterprise. Boom. And yeah, I know I have Spock on there. I was running, I was in Exchange Armadas the other day, so I'm talking about So the crew I prefer to run. So let me grab it. Boom. Up here. And then I usually run Con there. Or Alex, depending on what it is. If I'm going to Explorers or whatever it is. So why I do that, so you see 3D, the Captain Mover is 50%. So I click on it. And let's click on it again. Raise the damage up to 100%, or energy weapon up to 100%. Let's see if we add one more synergy to it. Let's grab Uhura. Dang, did I just take some of the bridge I needed? Let me check that before I do anything. Okay, I put Spock on there later. So let's grab Uhura. So we got another 50%. Raise up to 150%. Could be interesting, but I prefer to have the crit chance. This is more of a crit. This might be a worthwhile one because good versus Explorers. And adding your 150% to your weapon damage or your energy weapon damage is really a good thing. And then Spock's ability to negate able to negate the crit, which is nice right here. And then let's say we switch him around. Let's see what his ability was on Prosper. So let's swap him around. Boom, boom. Click here. So as we look at, we have Kirk's morale as a secondary now. And Live Long as Prosper, 300% chance when defending them. So this is going to be a good one if you're defending a node with the Enterprise. And then we swap it back over to Uhura's captain. And it shows you right here, decrease the crit chance by 210% when a player is fighting. So it doesn't say defending or attacking. So that might be another one I need to test out in PvP. It'd be interesting. I'll throw my Enterprise at a few of them to see like how bad it does or how good it does the crew, because negating the con crew, that negates a con completely. And it's just, but then again, you won't need Spock on the bridge. You could throw Alex on there. You could throw maybe Charvanek or something if you're trying to do a mixed build. It's going to be one of those interesting ones you want to look into. I wanted to talk about the officers because they really are interesting when you're looking at the PvP aspect of the game and thinking about different crews. Now we have 3 viable crews for Enterprises, which is gnarly. Which should be cool. If you have 3 max Enterprises, you could have almost one of each crew on there. An anti-explorer crew, an anti-battleship crew, an anti-Jesus, the Enterprise is just massive. But these guys do work well on the Augur because one of my teammates tested it and completely smoked an Enterprise out with it. With, I think it was TOS Kirk, Uhura, and I believe they had Alex on there, I think, or Gigi, because it's an Augur, so you need to get the Obliterator going. I just wanted to talk about it and tell my embarrassing story at the beginning of the video. If you guys want to help out repairing my lat fund, the donation link is down below in the See More button. And as you guys know, in the See More button, there is going to be that Discord and to join or to become a member and hit that join button. 2, 5, 10, or 20 bucks. Don't forget to like that subscribe button, that bell notification down below. And I'm sorry if this is more tailored to higher ups, but this video that came to me today. All right, guys, it is No One Shall signing off. Peace out and have a